Hello everybody, this is Imran Jamil. Just got ready to go to a really exciting long trip with a couple of my friends who rode from Texas to Maryland, and now I'm joining them from Maryland to Canada on motorcycles. And hopefully, the weather will be nice. This is how I packed my bike. Wanted to take that one, but needs tires at the last moment, I realized, and that's why I'm just, and this one doesn't have panniers. BMW is not even selling them yet. So hopefully it'll do the job. Hello everybody. So day one for me for this motorcycle trip to Canada from Maryland, and day 4 for my friends who rode all the way from Texas to here. We're just about to leave the hotel, and let's see how it goes. And then the ride began at around 10 a.m. after avoiding some of the early rush hour traffic. It was a beautiful day with temperatures in the low 60s as well as sunny skies and beautiful Maryland routes going into Pennsylvania and beyond. We had 3 bikes, BMW R1300 GS 2024 that I was riding, Indian Challenger 2020 Darkhorse, and another head turner Harley Davidson Road Glide CVO. I was really excited to ride this bike on such a long trip, and I was pleasantly surprised. However, it was my first experience with the BMW R1300 GS, and I was a little concerned about the seat comfort because its seat is a little bit harder than I would like, and since I have bought the bike, I've only had 2 or 3 hour rides on it and at a stretch. So overall the feeling was that it may be a little bit uncomfortable, which it was not. And then we got into a lot of rush hour traffic even after leaving past 10 a.m. But it cleared up pretty quickly, and then we tried to make up some time. However, this time I loaded the bike because not having the panniers, I had to strap a 40-liter bag in the back, and this was my first experience with that. On top of that, it was a really windy day with mostly side winds. The bike itself was very, very stable, and it was surprisingly good to ride at higher speeds as well. Yet I was always concerned about the bag in the back of the bike that I had strapped, and I just felt that it's probably a good idea to check it. And it prompted me to take a premature stop, which the other riders didn't really appreciate because they have a set pattern. I'll let you listen in to some of the conversations at the stop now.
It is windy.
But it is windy. You're feeling it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I feel is my bike's not going as fast as shit. But when you throttle it, right, because of the wind, it's not picking up as fast as it usually does.
Oh.
So this is fine, Imran. What's the problem?
Yeah, it felt like that. It was like a little bit short, but you're saying the wind. You were feeling the wind too.
It's the wind. It's not this. We'll let you know if I see anything. Okay? It's stable. It's not moving. That's the problem.
After much reassurance from my fellow riders, I felt a lot more confident and headed back onto the highway, which was Route 83. Generally, it's very busy during the day, and traffic is quite heavier than it was that day, which was a really good surprise, as well as couldn't complain about that. Then the rest of it, wherever we hit the patches of traffic, the coordination amongst the riders was really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed, even though I was riding with one of them for the first time. Yet, after the initial hiccups, we were coordinating really well, and whenever somebody needed to pass the other person, it was already understood and went on very smoothly. Our next stop was approaching, and in the meantime, I thoroughly started enjoying this R1300 GS. Because, like I said, so far I haven't ridden it that far, as well as I did not know how it would react in windy conditions and on higher speeds. And this bike, contrary to the belief, with less wind protection than my K1600, still somehow had less buffeting, and the wind protection was top notch. I do have the wind deflector on my windshield with this, but the overall high speed stability, the torque, the overall acceleration, the braking, the handling of this bike is next to none. And this is the first time I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. ever since I've bought it. And then we approached Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where we had to get gas and take a breather. We'll pick it up from our first stop then.
आ जाओ बाइक के पास हो ठीक है देख लो पॉकेट बार में are you serious? What the heck?
At a rest area, just taking a breather. It's a very nice day. It's not hot at all, and it's not cold either, but it's just about right. In Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, whenever I come here, I just realize that how run down by the day it's becoming. So this is our little group. Sal. This is Mr. Sal, the Harley guy, and what a beauty that is. Unbelievable. I hope my sound is clear because I didn't attach the mic. After this much needed break, we headed on to our next destination, which was one of our friend's cousin who was gracious enough to invite us all at a great lunch somewhere in Pennsylvania near the New York border. We'll pick it up in the next episode from here on when we left after lunch. So please stay tuned for the next episode for the most exciting parts of this trip. Thank you.